Following the death threat on PTOB's life by Monday Okpebholo, the governor of Edo State, that he can't guarantee his security, even threatened that after he visited the last time that 3 people died in Benin. So as such, that he must inform him and get permission from him before entering the state in future. Otherwise, anything that happens to him that he will take it. Human rights lawyer Falana has now waded into the matter. In a statement he released, he asked the governor to quickly retract his statement in public and withdraw the threat to life he made against PTOB. He also urged PTOB to quickly file a case in court at the Federal High Court in Benin to enforce his fundamental human rights. He said, "The threat to life of Mr. PTOB issued by the new sheriff in town in Edo State constitutes a violation of Section 33 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and Article 4 of the African Charter on Human and People's Ratification and Enforcement, which guarantee the fundamental right of every citizen to life. In view of Section 14(2)(b) of the Constitution, which stipulates that the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government, Governor Okpebholo should withdraw the threat, apologize publicly to Mr. PTOB and assure him of the safety of his life in Edo State. Mr. PTOB should proceed to file an application in the Benin Judicial Division of the Federal High Court to secure the enforcement of his fundamental right to life. Mr. Obi should act with utmost urgency in view of the prevalence of mob justice and other forms of extrajudicial killings in the country." This is very commendable from Falana, SAN. He has joined many Nigerians who have condemned this. What Okpebholo, the governor of Edo State, did was very shameful, and this is why PTOB needs to take this very seriously. Since then, he has not even released a statement against it. Yes, the Obedient Movement released a statement, but that's not enough. He should take this very seriously. If Okpebholo had the audacity to make this threat in the open, imagine what they could be doing behind the scenes. So he shouldn't take this lightly at all. And Tinubu needs to comment on this, he needs to condemn this. If he continues keeping silent, that means he's complicit. Silence, like they say, is complicity.
I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody was saying, no, guys, she should get 15 million to donate to people. By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me.
You see what is going on in Nigeria, not just what Okpebholo said, Nigerian leaders in general. It boils down to that saying, if you fail to participate in politics, if you fail to take politics seriously, people who you are far better than will continue to rule you. They will make laws for you. People who are not even qualified to be gate men because they made money. They are people with wealth without enterprise. They find their way because of the corrupt system. These people will continue to rule over you. You that is very smart and intelligent, you will be subjected to whatever they say. You have to obey them. Yes, that's what is going on in Nigeria. The worst of us rules over us, while the best of us shy away from participating. Yes, you can't really blame them much, but when are we going to take responsibility? Because we can't continue saying, the system is very rigged. If you are not rich, you can't even consider participating in politics. You can't do this, you can't do that. But when are we going to take responsibility? This is the question. These people rule over us. They are not intelligent. Some of them didn't even go to school. Yes, someone like Okpebholo who can't even pronounce figures. Can you imagine?
2025 appropriation bill of 605 billion 76 million 76. Let me take it again. 506 billion 605 billion, sorry, 776 billion. Sorry. It's confusing me.
This is not a surprise because there were signs during the governorship campaigns in Edo State that something was wrong, but people still collected money from him and voted for him. So we can't continue blaming everything else except ourselves. Just like what happened in 2023, INEC chairman committed fraud right on national television. The only man that had the gut to challenge him was Dino Melaye. He challenged him there and there that he was committing fraud, that he needed to verify the results on IREV, but he wasn't doing that. So this one wasn't like the fraud was being committed at the polling station or at the State Collation Center. Right there at the Abuja National Collation Center, the INEC chairman collected fraudulent results and Nigerians didn't do anything about it. People just walked around. Some that tried to say something started blaming the candidate, that he should have allowed them to protest, this, that. Who are you asking to allow you to protest? Don't you know your right? We are talking about your destiny here, our collective destiny, and you're hoping on someone to permit you to protest before you protest. So our docility is why we have this poor level of governance. They have weaponized poverty. They will continue to do that because that's the safest and fastest way to win elections. If you are not popular, or if you are not able to score a certain level of votes in an election, you cannot successfully rig that election. So they know they are not popular, they dodge debates. What they intend to do is to buy votes on election day, and the people they are toying their destiny will quickly accept money. Few thousands, 2,000, 5,000 there, 10,000 there, that will not even last for a day. They will use that to sell their destiny to them. 4 years will be gone, that person will be there doing nothing, even oppressing you, like in this case. How can a governor be shamelessly threatening a fellow citizen? Not that the person provoked him, or that the person committed a crime, or that the person is a terrorist. No, someone that was just minding his business, donating his own personal money to education in your own state. Someone that you should even invite to the state house and try and thank him, welcome him, make him at home, show appreciation so that if he has more to donate, he will bring it and donate to Edo State. But here we are, everything is just politics to them. That shows low quality of individual. That shows the low quality of governance. So you can see this is not just a problem of leadership. Followership is also a part of the problem. When people can't see beyond their noses, they can't see the bigger picture, they can never relate their suffering to leadership problem, then you know there's a huge problem. They resort to selling their votes during elections, thinking, this is the only way I can make it from a politician. When they get there, they never do the job, they steal all the money, feeling that the only way they can stop politicians from stealing money is to be part of that loot by collecting money from them during elections. It doesn't make any sense. Instead of believing that they have the power, that the power actually resides with the people, that even if the people make the mistake by voting the wrong person in, they can still hold that person to account if they are serious about governance. Yes, if they unite themselves and demand better governance from the person in power, the person must do the right thing. Yes. Many Nigerians are good at giving lame excuses. They will give you a million reasons why something will never work. They dwell on the negatives. Maybe it's part of poverty mentality. Instead of spending that time to find a solution to one of the reasons they say something will never work, they will try to discourage others from taking action. When you talk about protests, they will tell you, how many protests have you staged that worked out in the end? Have you ever demanded something from them and they did it? Instead of trying to find a way to make sure that demands are met, they will discourage others willing to go out and protest or demand for better governance. So this is the problem. Many among us, their job is to discourage others from taking action. While some might be working for the government, some are just youthful idiots who have been ravaged by poverty to the extent that their thinking now works in another way. They are never positive in life. In fact, they always dwell on the negative. Also, pastors play a major role. They will tell you, pray for everything. You are hungry, pray. You don't have a job, pray. Everything is prayer. No. Praying without work is zero. You must put in the effort before prayer will now do the magic. Yes, that's how it works. Certain things are left for action, not prayer. For instance, how many years have we been praying in Nigeria? Since many people were born, they've been hearing we are praying for Nigeria. Why has it not changed? It's simply because we are not putting in the physical effort to make that change. The day we start doing that, it will start working faster than prayer before our eyes. Yes, look at other countries. They never say prayer is the solution. They tell you this is what you have to do and get results. Not when you set out to do something, you'll be given a million reasons why that thing will never work. No one will spend time and tell you, okay, if you meet this obstacle, this is how you will defeat it. That's how you reason. That's how to be progressive. And imagine we are no longer progressive. How can Edo State that once had a professor as governor descend to this?
We are going to provide you with insecurity.